Hi guys. Happy Monday. Happy phase 1, I guess, if you're still here in Nevada. Okay, so once more, my name's Francis. I'm going to lead you through a nice 30-minute flow today. So to begin, go ahead and start your watch. Well, I am. If you have a Fitbit, Apple Watch, do it. You know you want to. We're going to start seated today in crisscross or honestly whatever position you find comfortable. I'm going to start in a hero's pose today, so I'm on my knees. And just close your eyes for a moment. Just take some nice, easy breaths here. Calm yourself down. Bring yourself to your mat, your floor, your carpet. See if you can get your shoulders away from your ears. Just try to relax yourself a little bit as you begin to start our practice today. Your hands can be down on your thighs, palms face up, palms face down. If you're seated in any other way, your hands can be at your side. And just start to focus on the inhales and the exhales. See if you can consciously tell yourself, breathe in as you breathe in. See if you can tell yourself, breathe out as you breathe out. Take yourself out of that automatic cycling that we tend to do throughout the day, trying to make everything you do mindful. Mindful of being present here in the moment. Most importantly, listening to your body. Whether it's yoga or CrossFit or HIIT training, listening to your body is the best way to avoid injuries. Don't ignore injuries. Especially since I don't have you guys signing a waiver like I do in class. So just take a few more breaths here. We're just going to go through a simple flow today. So to begin, we're going to bring our hands up to heart center in a prayer position or Anjali Mudra. Still continuing with your breaths, being conscious. Now, a little different than I've shown you before. As you breathe in, wrap your pinkies inward, getting your outsides of your palm, tops of your hands to touch. As you exhale, rotate your hands down until your thumbs are pointed out again, until your palms are facing me. Inhale, roll them in, pinkies towards you. Exhale, roll them down. It's a nice little wrist exercise to loosen up the wrists. In yoga, even a down dog is a lot of pressure on the wrist for some people. For those of you who do other modalities, I know handstand push-ups and handstands are not the nicest thing on your wrists. Same for planks, etc. So just doing this, practicing mindfulness with more inhale as you roll in, exhaling as you roll out. Going as fast or as slow as is called for today. From there, bring your hands down to your side. As you inhale, your right arm goes up, and the right arm leans over, stretching that right side body, working into that serratus anterior, your obliques, just stretching them a little as we start. If you can go down to your forearms, go down to your forearms, or just walk your left hand out. You can look up toward your right hand, look down toward your left. One more breath here. Slowly come upright. Right hand down to the floor now. Left hand up and over, stretching that left side body. Draw your armpit down and away from your shoulder. At the same time, draw your waistband down, feeling that length that you create right there. Slowly coming upright. This time, right ear is going to go down toward the right shoulder. Right hand's going to go up, grab your left ear. Feeling that stretch along the neck. Once more, try to let your head fall toward your shoulder rather than pulling your shoulder up. So we are doing, I know yoga is stretches to a lot, but we're doing isometric stretches now before we move. Same thing. You do other modalities. Highly recommend doing your stretches, isometric stretches before after you exercise. Sorry. A little different in yoga than it is in like CrossFit or anything HIIT related. In some of your more physical modalities, we work on flexing and constricting the muscles as opposed to lengthening and loosening the muscles here. Once more, okay. Now as you exhale, bring your chin to your chest. Inhale, left ear to left shoulder. Exhale, down. Inhale, right ear to right shoulder. Continuing this here. Maybe you go in a full circle, maybe you go in half circles. Do whatever feels good in your body as long as you're keeping with your breath. Inhaling and exhaling with control. Go through one more round for yourself. And slowly, as you exhale, bring your chin down to your chest. Inhale, bring yourself upright. So last thing, just take 1, 2, 3, 4 shoulder rolls for yourself, backward and forward. So today we are going to be doing some poses. Some you might need a block. If you don't have a block, I always like using my water bottle. Make sure it's sturdy. We are going to be doing some poses where you might need a strap. I have a yoga strap. If you don't have a strap, you can always use a belt, a towel, a hand towel, pillow, a blanket, literally anything. Okay, so to start, we're going to come into our tabletop pose. So we're going to take some cat-cow positions here, just to start articulating the spine. As you inhale, drop the belly, look up to where the wall meets the ceiling. As you exhale, press into the mat, doming your shoulders, arching your back. Inhale, cow pose. Exhale, cat pose. One more round at your own pace. Once more, going as fast or as slow as you need today. From here, find your tabletop pose. Tuck your toes and bring your hips back and up for downward facing dog. Wrap your triceps in, ground into your index and your thumb knuckle. Create a nice long spine. Hips are the highest point in your body. From here, slowly walk your hands back down toward your feet. And find a ragdoll position. So let your upper body hang heavy, soft bend in the knees, sway left and right, grab opposite elbows, maybe nod your head yes, no. Loosening up that low back here. And slowly release your hands down to the mat. Slowly roll yourself up. stacking vertebrae on vertebrae till your head and neck are the last two things to come up. Find your mountain pose now. So in your mountain pose, feet are roughly hip distance. I know a lot of you think you're so hip distance, not as wide as you think. A lot of you guys are probably like this. Your hips aren't as big as you think. Hands down by your side, palms face forward. Blast those arms. It is active recovery. Energy shooting out through the fingertips. Crown of the head reaching up. Close your eyes for a moment. Now we're going to start the yogi breath. So constrict the back of your throat slightly, creating an oceanic noise as you breathe. If you like to practice with a sense of intention today, now's the time to set that. If you want to practice with the intention of gratitude, you have a quote you want to focus on, somebody you want to focus on. You want to focus on agility, resilience, plans, now that things are starting to reopen. The other day, I saw someone in a restaurant. I'm like, what? Okay. Awesome. So standing, we're going to do that wrist exercise one more time. So inhale, pinkies in, exhale, inhale in, exhale, inhale in, exhale, and it helps to make the sound effects. I like making the sound effects. Serious yoga teachers probably don't approve of that. I don't know, in my head it's like you're shooting a fireball, but that's me. Okay, slowly bring your hands down to your sides. We're going to start working into why I had you massage your wrists. Inhale, arms reach up, hands together, gaze follows. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. So half lift, crown forward, straight back. Hands on the floor, blocks or your shins. Exhale, hands on the floor, walk yourself forward to high plank. From here, slowly shift to the right blade side of your right foot and roll up to your side plank. If this is a lot on your wrist or your ankle, drop your right knee. As long as you have a nice straight line of energy from the crown of your head all the way to your left foot. Slowly bring your left hand down to the mat. High plank. From here, left hand moves to the center of your mat, rolling to the blade side of your left foot. Right hand lifts. Gaze can be toward your left hand or your right. Flex your feet so that it's like they're on a block, like they're on a wedge right beneath them. No saggy booties, no pointy booties. Slowly bring your hands down. Give yourself a child's pose here to reset from that pose. Continue into your child's pose. Just a quick mini lecture for you guys because I can't help myself. So in yoga, we do tend to focus on the high plank just because it's a nice transition from down dog. In your high plank, ideally, middle fingers are forward. If your shoulders don't like that, rotate your hands out to maybe index finger pointing forward. Try not to go too much further than that, though. One more breath in your child's pose. And slowly return to your tabletop pose. And then step back, find your high plank. Right hand's gonna go to the center of the mat. Right foot's gonna go to the middle. Raise your left hand up. Whether your knee's on the mat or not, lift your left foot up into the air. Slowly bring your left hand down to your mat. High plank. Left hand to the center of the mat. Roll to the blade side of your left foot. Right hand up. Right foot lifts. Right hand down. Child's pose. Slowly return to your tabletop pose. We're done for side planks for now. Just kidding. For the rest of this class, we're done. Maybe on Thursday or Wednesday. So extend your right foot straight from your tabletop. Inhale, lift your right foot up. Exhale, step your right foot to the outside of your right hand. We're going to be taking a lizard pose. So from here, with your right hand, your right foot right by your right pinky, slide your left knee back as far as you can. You can stay here. If you can come down to your forearms, come down to your forearms. If you have some blocks or books, you can always use those to bring the ground closer to you. But no matter where you are, we're going to slowly move your right hand to your right inner thigh. Try to avoid your knee. It's a lot of pressure on the knee. Even on the left, on the left leg right now, try to be in the area right in front of the knee, not on the knee proper. But start to press that right knee out, that right thigh out. Now slowly walk your hands forward and just slide that right foot toward the left side of your mat so we can find a half pigeon pose. Let me adjust that camera, sorry. Now ideally in pigeon, half pigeon, your front of your knee, your shin should be parallel with the front of your mat. Now that isn't applicable for a lot of people. A lot of us just have tight hips. So wherever you are, bring that foot closer toward the pelvis. Now you also want even hips, so take your block or your books or whatever props you have today and make it even. So I'm putting a block underneath my right hip. Now you can stay up right here. Maybe this is where you are today. Otherwise, slowly walk yourself forward, finding your half pigeon. If you can, maybe come all the way to your chest. Maybe you make a pillow with your hands. Maybe you find a block or a prop and you're really high, but you're still where you are today. And we're going to take a few more breaths here just so we can really sink into this pose. Slowly begin to come back upright. Now we're just going to tuck our left toes. We're going to step right back into a downward facing dog from here. Walk your hips out because it is a lot on the hips, lizard and half pigeon. Sorry, I keep blowing. My mat is just covered in my dog's hair right now. So slowly return to your tabletop pose. Inhale, extend that left leg straight back. Exhale, step that left foot forward to the outside of the left pinky. Dog's pillow. And slide that right foot back as far as you can. And either stay here, go lower, or maybe you roll to the blade side of your left foot. Slowly return your hands to the mat, walk them forward, and slide that left foot toward the right side of your mat. Finding your half pigeon on this side. Paying attention to how now we're really focusing on which side is, if you have any body imbalances. Nothing wrong, it's just being mindful of what it is. For me, my left side is incredibly tight compared to my right. Slowly returning to your hands. Removing any props you were using. We're slowly going to return to our downward facing dog. Walk it out here. And take a moment to feel how this down dog feels compared to your first one, which was only like 15 minutes ago. From here, slowly like a wave, return to your high plank. Slowly return to your tabletop pose. Now lean to one side just so we can swing our feet out in front of us. We're going to be taking Paschimottanasana, so forward folded. We're going to forward fold sitting down. So some of you might need a strap here. Trying to keep your legs straight, anterior tilt on the pelvis so that we really lengthen our hamstrings and move our low back. Flex your feet so your toes are pointed towards you. Try to lead with your chest instead of just bending over using your upper back. So slowly reach forward. Maybe you got peace fingers around the big toes. Maybe you can grab the outsides of the feet. If you're really mobile, maybe you can have a block on the bottoms of your feet and grab for that. If your knees, granted, bend your knees. If something hurts, you don't like pain in yoga, go for like 95% because you can always do this tomorrow and go for 100 later. It's all proportionate. But you can't go for your feet now. Grab a strap. Flex your feet, same thing. Same as all the other poses, lead with your chest. Slowly, as you inhale, bring yourself upright. Scoot your booty up toward your feet and lay down onto your back. Knees bent, pointed toward the ceiling, hip distance, close enough that you can touch your heels with your fingers. We're just going to take one back bend today. If you have a wheel pose, bring your hands up toward the shoulders. As you inhale, press into the mat, bring yourself up and away. But for those of you who don't feel like doing that, we do have bridge for you. Like for me, my back was not feeling that. So from the starting pose, you can press into the mat, lifting your hips up. If you want more sensation, clasp your hands underneath you, palms touching, pressing your arms into the mat, opening up your shoulders, your clavicle. If your low back is particularly tight today, take your prop, place it under your seat bone, and find supported bridge, and let your weight pull down onto your low back. You can also increase sensation there by extending your legs straight. 5 deep breaths here. Slowly undo whatever movements you did, slowly bringing yourself back into the starting pose. Bringing your feet out hip distance or wider. Slowly allow both knees to fall to the right. And slowly allow both knees to fall to the left. Slowly bring your knees to center. Hug both knees into your chest. Slowly release yourself down, finding your final pose in class, Savasana corpse pose. Slightly tuck your chin and lengthen that neck. Hands down by your side, palms face up. Relax your body. Allow the work you've done to begin to seep in. Now, I know a lot of you don't really care for Savasana, but you're really missing out. Savasanas are nice and juicy, and they're possibly the most important pose of class. So stick with it and just release your breath now. Let it be automatic. Let it relax. Feel your jaw, your tongue, your cheeks relax. Feel that crease between your eyebrows, the creases in your forehead. Let them melt away. Relax. Now, place your left hand over your chest. Place your right hand over your left. And feel what you need to feel. Whether that's your heartbeat, your breath. Feel it underneath your hands, knowing that you have everything you need. Know that you are complete. Know that you have been, you are, and you always will be enough. I want to thank you again for letting me lead you through practice today. Continue to walk forward, shining your light, knowing that divine light is shining upon you. It's always the light within me honors, acknowledges, and shines brighter because of the lights within each of you. Namaste, you guys. Bye.